Okay, so we are live now. Let's give a few minutes to people to join. Okay, waiting for people to join. Good afternoon, good evening. Not good afternoon, it's evening actually, 6 o'clock. Yeah. Good evening, guys. I'm waiting for more people to join. I've just started the call. I can see 30 people are already on the call, and I can also see some of the questions which are already posted. So just bear with me, bear with us. Uh, just a couple of more seconds or minute maybe to let people join. And then, of course, we'll go through your questions, and I will be pinging those questions, or I'll try to pin those comments so that Amil can also read it. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Norman, RK, Rohit, Soeb, Diana, Bolu Pila, Lakmina. Good afternoon. Hello. Alrighty, so I see at least 44 people have joined, and maybe people will join given that it's weekend. I'm not sure if everybody's available or they may be enjoying the nice weather. Hi Divya, hi Manish, hi Amolola. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Hi Nature and History. Hi Prabhu Davis. Uh, just hold on. We'll start with little introduction from Amil. Then Amil will request Amil for some little recap of what had happened since last week, and then of course we'll try to take question as much as possible from you guys. Hi Padmala. Hi Shrikala. Hi Praveen. Good evening to everyone from us. Okay, so I think this is going to be a very busy session, and I think we should start. At least, Amil, let's begin with your introduction. I think most of my audience knows you because in the last two videos that I talked about, I have already said I'm going to bring Amil to answer the most asked question. And also the list that you have shared with me, Amil, I have already shared with my audience. They had a good look, and then I have also explained that in detail. So they are aware who you are, but maybe if there's someone who doesn't know you, a quick introduction will help.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Amil. I'm an immigration lawyer from Mac 25 London. I help businesses and companies and obviously individuals like you to help and navigate this UK immigration, which is not going really well. So I'm an ex-international student from India to London, long journey, and I think it's gonna be a quite interesting life today because it's not really good for us as well. It's really going to be very busy, very confusing. It took a lot of time for us as well to wrap our head around us. So I think let's shoot the question. But before we do that, I think I like to appreciate Sarika, the kind of proactiveness she has in terms of arranging this live session for the audience. I think that's great. So thank you, Sarika, for doing this on a very short notice for each one of us.
Thank you for agreeing. So I know how busy you are, but you never say no to me.
Yeah.
And I know you always take out time, which is really commendable. And I
Mm.
really appreciate that, Amil. So thank you very much. So, Amil, let's quickly start with a recap on a high level. What is being announced on 1st of July and what's changing from 22nd July. And then, meanwhile, guys, if you are online, please start posting your questions. I can see already 92 people have joined. It will be a busy session. So please try posting your questions and then I'll be picking up one by one. Okay. Thank you. Amel, over to you.
I think a lot of changes have been done from 1st of July 2025. I don't know where to start from, but let's do step by step. So I'll start with obviously the most derogating thing what actually happened, removing 100 plus occupations from actually the SOC list. I think that's very heartbreaking, not just for us, but for each one of potential people who are looking to apply for a skilled worker visa, people who are already on a skilled worker visa who's worried that what's going to happen, whether we'll be able to extend it, whether we'll be able to switch it. So we are going to talk about this throughout the live session. Obviously, then again, it's about the care workers won't be able to join the UK companies from outside of the UK. Obviously, there is a transitional arrangement which we'll talk throughout the video until 2028. At the end of the day, we all need to remember that the jobs we are talking about, the Home Office has strictly made sure that it is at the degree level right now. So it is very important for us to understand that whatever jobs we are talking about, it's RQF level 6. Whatever job people are going to apply after 22nd of July, it's all going to be RQF level 6. Obviously, there has been an introduction of a new TSL. I think that's a very not good word, I would say, temporary salary list, whoever is hearing about it, because I have assume that whatever kind of visa we used to apply in the past, it consists of 70% of the jobs. So TSL contains 70% of the most valuable job which we used to apply in the past, whether you say related to executive, marketing, sales, HR, all those kinds of role, business support officers, all those comprise into that list. And at the end of the day, throughout the video, we are going to talk about the difference between temporary salary list, immigration salary list, and obviously the RQF level 6 for each one of us. So I think loads and lots to cover today. So Sarika, I'll say let's shoot with the audience questions.
Okay. Thank you, Amir. Okay. So let me see what are the questions. I'm going to scroll at the top to see what are the questions which have been listed here. Okay, I'm going to take again. I have not read the question, so we'll be reading it together because
Yeah.
there are many questions already coming. Okay, Lakmina is saying, I'm currently on a sponsored visa, but my job role is not included in the new list of eligible occupations. Am I still eligible to renew my visa after 22nd of July 2025?
Hey, Lamina, hope you're doing well. I think this kind of question is going to be 90% throughout the live video. So, we should keep it coming. At the end of the day, yes, whether you are on such list, the role which is there on the list, or whether your role is TSL, you would be able to extend, renew, switch your visa application, whatever your role you have right now at the end of the day. But remember one thing that the Home Office has said there is a transitional arrangement, but they are going to review it over a period of time. So I think by December 2026, whether your role is in TSL or whether your role is in the affected code, the Home Office is definitely going to review that during the transitional arrangement. And they have not committed 100% that yes, it's actually going to happen. They have mentioned in their document as well, which I'm going to share with Sarika really very soon, where they have exactly mentioned that in paragraph 5.5.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope your answer is clear. Let me know. You can give a thumbs up if that's understood, if you have a follow-up question. All right, so I'm going to move to the next question. Again, I'm taking all the questions from the top. Next question is from Bolupila. Present, present everyone to care visa or store visa for 3 years. If they want to if they want to renew, if they get a CUS for extension, and if care workers want to switch employers, is they get CUS clarified. So basically, for people who have taken the care visa, store manager visa for
Yeah.
3 years, and if they want to renew it, given that it is not included in now in the skilled eligible jobs,
Yeah.
um, what needs to happen, and if they
So
want to
as
switch.
I said to Lakmina, obviously there will be a transitional arrangement, but we don't know exactly what kind of transitional arrangement it's going to be. We are going to get to know very soon when the further details will be clarified by the Home Office. But at the end of the day, if you have got your visa or you have applied for your CS before 22nd of July 2025, you would be able to switch extend to RQF level 6 or below role. Obviously, you can do the supplementary job as well. So that's not a problem.
Okay, thank you, Amel. So I'm going to move to next question from Diana. This is not related to the recent change, but she's asking, I would like to know about ILR if possible. Is it possible that a person is eligible for ILR with 4 years in innovative visa and 1 year on skilled visa without any gap? But innovative visa, you get it for 3 years.
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what my point. So I don't know, what's the disparity is about, but let's say if you were on innovator founder visa for 3 years, and obviously you were on skilled worker visa for 2 years, you can combine those and you can apply for ILR.
Mm. Innovator founder visa is given for 3 and 5 years, if I remember. One for leaders, and second is potential leaders. For the leaders, it's 3 years, and for potential leaders, it's 5 years. Okay, so it can be combined, right, Amir?
It can be combined. 100% it can be combined within the two. That's not a problem.
Okay, thank you. And Diana, I hope that answers your question. Just give a thumbs up. It does. Moving to Soeb is saying 6131 skilled worker visa application, work visa qualifications required for international candidates before 22nd.
July. Yeah. So 6131 is basically nursing auxiliaries. Recently a lot of COSs have been assigned for this specific SOC code. Yes, before 22nd of July, it is possible for international candidates as well.
Okay, thank you. Moving to Rohit's question. Rohit saying, hi, Didi, you got an offer for MSc Pharma Biotechnology for September 2025. So is it still worth studying in the UK M25, and what are the chances that affect me and salary threshold? So Rohit, I think you should connect with me offline. Today we are talking only about immigration. So yeah, in terms of what you said, whether it affects you or not. So whenever you switch to a skill visa, when you apply for a skill visa, whatever is the current year, you have to check the current salary threshold, minimum salary threshold. And if you're eligible for new entrant, you have to see whether you are eligible for new entrant discount, and you got to meet that, either your what is the going rate of that year for your job code versus the minimum salary, whichever is higher, you have to meet that. So there's no point of discussing it now. If you want to know whether it's still worth studying or not, it's a good debatable topic. Make sure you book my time one to one, and we can discuss that in detail. Okay. Thank you, Rohit. Moving to next question from, again, reading it together with you, Amil. Omulo is saying, please, my husband have been in the UK since 2023 with care visa of 6135. Can I still join my husband with kids?
So when your husband would have been joined in 2023, the code would be 6145. If this is the thing, then yes, you can still join your husband and kids.
Okay, thank you. I hope that answers your question, Omulo. Moving to the next one, again, big question, I've not read it. Uh, Prabhu Davis is saying, I'm on skilled worker visa. I got work visa last month, but my job is now included in TSL. He got his visa. Okay, that's fine. I don't have dependent now, however. Eligible to bring until now. Will I be able to bring dependent in the future? I think yes. Over to you, Ahmed.
Definitely, yes, you'll be able to do. And remember, guys, TSL has not been implemented until 22nd of July. So it's a future perspective. So what you need to think is your role is still in the RQF level list. But if you have got your skill work or your COS assigned, you don't need to worry about that. Yes, you'll be able to have independence in the future.
Okay, thank you. I think Praveen wants to say thanks to you. Looks like you spoke to him today
Thank you
afternoon.
so much. Praveen. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Praveen. Moving to next question from Hipsa. Hipsa is saying, I wanted to know if someone is on skilled worker visa and they're also doing some supplementary work in their occupations, such as care worker and under RQF level 6 occupations, will they be allowed to do the supplementary jobs even if their occupations are removed from the skilled worker visa list?
100% yes, you'll be able to do that. If your skilled worker visa has been allocated and granted before 22nd of July, yes, you will be able to work in specific job codes, whether it's RKF level 6 or below that, but make sure it's still there on the table. Yes, you can.
Thanks, Amel. Prashant is saying thanks to us. Thank you. Thank you for joining, Prashant. And
Thank you so much.
next is from Zion. Zion is saying, I'm on skilled worker visa. My first US issued was in Jan 2024, okay, last year. I got 3 year visa on 3131 SC, and also my dependent with me. My extension due is on Feb 2027. My question is my SOC now added on TSL? You are asking, or are you telling? So
Yeah, actually, even I'm not understanding whether it's there.
and I think you have not watched my previous video. I already did a dedicated video just 2 days ago where I have shared the full list of the jobs which are added in TSL. And that list was also provided by Amil. Can you see my screen? Yeah. And in my last video, I have added the links of the document which are shared. So this is the new temporary shortage occupation list. This is called TSL. So you have to check whether your jobs are added or not. If you guys have not watched my previous video, I'm happy to share the link again. But just go to my YouTube channel, click on videos. The last video you'll see we talked about it, and I talked about it in very detail about all the jobs which are added in TSL.
Just to answer his question, Sarika, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
his 3131, I guess it's IT operations technician. So his
Mm-hmm.
job has been added on TSL. So I think he's telling us. So yes, we'll get to know very soon by December 2026 what the Home Office reviews with the Mac authorities suggestions, and we'll get to know. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Okay. I don't know if we answered your questions and or not. If we did, you can give a thumbs up. Moving to next question from Shikala is saying, "Hi, ma'am, sir. Current skilled worker visa holders are applicable for 10 years rule. Who? There's no decision yet made, and hence nobody's talking about it. But whenever no, in the white paper, it was just a proposal, but in the new rules which was published on 1st of July, they have not made any decisions around it, and hence it is not yet communicated. Do you agree, Amel?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, that's true. Let's wait for the government decision on that.
Okay, thank you. Let's see the next question. Next is from Parveez. I'm on skilled worker visa. I've been working before April 4th, 2024 last year. Okay, that at the time of ILR, what's the salary threshold I need to meet? Should it be based on the going rate in table one or table two?
So the minimum salary, if you were pre-April 2024, it needs to be minimum 31,300 pounds in order to apply for ILR because you were pre-April 2024. So you have been given a bit of relaxation in that. So it has been increased from 29,000 to 31,300.
Thank you. I hope that answers your question, Parveez. Moving to if someone is already on care visa, Bolu Pila, I don't remember your last question, what it was.
I mean, he was just asking about whether he can switch or not. See, until 2028, you can do whatever you can do under the transitional arrangement. You can obviously extend and switch until 2028. That's not a problem.
Okay, thank you. Taking next question from Vishal. What is the new updates regarding 6131 job code, nursing auxiliary? I think that is removed. I have already checked.
Yeah, 6131 is removed.
Mm.
6131 right now is in the immigration salary list, but we don't know what the future holds for it.
I think I didn't see it. I can check, but yeah, I don't think I saw it. 6131. Guys, again, the list that I've shared, you can check your job code if it's there or not. Okay. Yes, it's there. In fact, once again,
Yeah, it's new in the new immigration salary list.
yeah, it is there in the new immigration salary list. Yes, I can see that. Yeah. Again, guys, I'll provide the list once again to you guys. You can go through that and then just do a control F from your screen and search based on what Amit has already provided to me, and you guys can have a look. Okay, now moving to the next question. This is from Akhil. Akhil is saying, I already in UK with skilled visa, SOC 2134, software engineer. When I renew my visa next year, with salary cutoff applicable for me is
Very, very, very good question, Akhil. So what we need to understand over here, so if your visa was obviously before 22nd of July 2025, what you need to remember, whenever you extend it, whatever is the current going lower rate for the people, that would be applicable to you. So now also we have got two rates. One rate is for the people who newly apply for the visa application, and another is the lower going rate. So whatever would be the lower going rate, you would be applicable for that.
lower going rate or higher going rate.
No, lower going rate. So now also if you go on SOC code, so we have got two rates over there. One is for new applicants and one is for pre 4th April 2024. So the
Mhm.
same pattern would be followed for the new rules as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Amel. Moving to next one from ARS is saying, what about currently PSW students? Can they change their visa to care visa after 22nd July? I think Amil already answered this question, but Amil again, if you want to say.
100% you can, but the condition is that you have to be with the same employer for at least 3 months. Once you have the experience for 3 months with them, you can switch until 2028.
Okay, same question for Bolupilla. You can switch as long as you have found a sponsor, you have managed to get a 3 months of experience, you can do that. Okay, I'm going to take now more new questions. So Ankit Puri is saying, good evening. My wife was on maternity leave for 1 year. Now she's going to apply for skilled worker visa extension. Employer ready to provide costs. What she should write in cover letter.
What cover letter are we referring to? Are you referring to the cover letter for the home office? So, because at the end of the day, if your wife was on maternity leave, the sponsor would have already updated on it on the SMS. So that would have already been, the information would be transferred to the home office. So don't worry about it.
I hope that's understood, Ankit. Moving to the Enforce ER, whatever the name is, which don't make sense to me. Quick question for an electrical engineer who is due to apply for ILR in September 2025. Okay, congratulations. Following after 5 years on skilled worker visa. Page 13 of the new rule states that only the going rate column.
Can you please complete your question?
Okay, next one here. Only the going rate column applies to skilled worker settlement application. The column setting out 70, 80%, 90% of the going rate do not apply.
Yeah, see, at the end of the day, obviously your question is not that much, understandable. But what I have understood after 22nd of July, as I just said to somebody, whatever would be the current lower going rate for the people, that's what you need to understand. That would be applicable to you. And I think me and Sarika, we have posted all the specific threshold, what's going to change from this specific thing to that specific thing. So I think that would apply to you. So you don't need to worry about that. You are still in a very fine space as compared to other people. And congrats on getting ILR in September.
Thank you, Amel. Okay, if that answers your question, guys, just give a thumbs up so that we know Amil's response is helping you guys. Okay, moving very fast. I don't know how many more comments are added at the bottom of the screen, but I'm going to try my best to take as many questions as possible, given that it's busy today. Next question is from RK. RK saying, I'm currently on a skilled worker visa that was granted before April 2024. If I switch to new employer after 22nd of July 2025, will the old going rate still apply to me or will the new going rate be applied?
So there are two tables. What we need to understand, one table is for the people who have already been in the UK on a skilled worker visa, and there is another table for people who will be newly applying for the skilled worker visa after July 2025. So the old table would be applied to you. So don't worry about it.
So you said old table, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Amir. Next is from Nature and History. Any update on settlement from 5 to 10 years? Is it applicable for people who are already in the UK? We said, or we covered this question by saying there's no update. Thank you. I'm moving to the next question, and I'm moving fast because I can see there are plenty of questions. Next is from Nitish. Nitish is saying, who will be affected by the new ILR rules? What is proposed effective date? It is not yet announced. That is what we covered already.
Still
So
waiting, still waiting.
still waiting. Yeah. Okay, moving now to Gitanjali. Gitanjali, yeah. Gitanjali is saying, I'm on skilled worker visa since 2023. I'm supposed to do an extension HR. I'm not sure if I will qualify anymore. You
If you
will.
get your COS before 22nd, I'll advise you to do as soon as possible.
Um, mm, mhm. Why will she not qualify if she's doing an extension? It says anyone who's already on a skilled visa, they can still renew it, right, Amit?
Yeah, and exactly. She needs to also mention that when her extension is exactly due, so that we'll also understand the gist of it. So if you can, tell us the date exactly, that would be much better.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there are certain HR profession which is RKF level 6, but there are certain HR profession which is RKF level 3. So which HR are you exactly talking about? You need to mention that as well.
So Amil, does it mean then if her extension is in HR, say RQ level 5, Then she won't be able to renew it. Does it mean that?
No, no, she would be able to renew, but there are different HR position because we have got HR managers as
Mm.
well as we have got HR HR assistants as well. So what is her exact job title? That is important to know.
And what if, say, any HR job which is removed now, which is not
Yeah.
in the temporary list and not in skill list, and
Yeah.
she have to renew in that job code? Is that allowed?
Yeah, that is allowed. See, as soon as the as well as the transitional arrangements are there in place, she won't be having any trouble doing that. But Sarika, just to stop on the question,
Yeah.
what a few employers are doing right now in the past 2 3 days, because we are working day and night and looking at all the new things what is happening. So what they are doing the extension early. So
Mm.
let's say if somebody's extension is due after a few months, they are doing the extension right now till they complete the 5 years period, so that they do not have any impact on that.
Mm.
So I would suggest to each and every one, whatever the transactional arrangement we have in place, that is not indefinitely. That is what Home Office has explicitly said in their document as well. So
Mm.
do not push the panic button. We'll get to know everything as we progress further down the line. So relax. If your extension is due, then do the extension. But let's say if your extension is due after 2 3 months, yeah, it makes sense if you can do it right now. But if it's due next year or after 8 9 months, I think you should wait.
Yeah, I know many people have reached out to me and they were saying their employers are not ready to do it. If it's in next 4 months or so, they're still willing to wait 4 months rather than
Yeah,
rushing in now. So it all depends on the employer as well, and they
exactly.
are taking time to understand the impact on their employees.
Yes.
Thank you, Amel. Moving to the next one, which is does this mean people who are due for ILR by September but don't earn up to the going rate cannot apply for ILR?
So what do you mean by do not earn up to the going rate?
So whatever job he applied, what was his last question? I'm trying to scroll up to see. Uh, I think this is what he was saying, right? The columns and all. So basically, when he renews the visa on any particular job code,
Yeah, I mean he's due for ILR in September.
hmm,
Whatever would be the going rate at that point of time for lower going rate people, that would be applicable to you. Won't be applicable to a higher going rate for new people who apply for after 22nd of July 2025.
yeah, correct. Thank you. Moving to Niru. Niru is saying, if I receive this US by 15 July, can I still apply for sponsorship?
100% you can.
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
100%. All the best for it.
Yeah. Moving to Prashant is saying, if we were to acquire a skilled visa for an occupation that is on TSL, how long will it valid for? I've heard it's for 2 years, but I wanted to more clarify on it.
So
Good
what
question.
you need to understand, still after 22nd of July, people are getting panic. If your job is on TSL, whatever list the Sarika has provided, if your job is still on TSL, you're still eligible to apply for that job role. But obviously, it would be under review until 2026. But it would be subject to review. It would be subject to the compliance issues. Then the Home Office has all right to take it back whenever they want. But if it happens before 22nd of July 2025, at least you'll be in a better position. So I think it's much better if you do it before the due date rather than waiting, after 22nd of July. That is very important to understand.
Yeah. Thanks, Amel. Sanskrit that's saying, I'm a Spanish teacher. Ooh, you're a Spanish teacher. Your name is Sanskrit. Okay. In this changing, in this changing rules, I want online teaching job. Please guide me. Hey, today's session is not about any jobs and all. Please connect with me offline. You can check my meeting links from my any YouTube video. You'll find it. Thank you. And moving to the next question, and it is from Manish. Manish, I have plenty of questions to go through, so I will be super duper quick. And if I see a question which is already covered, I'm going to completely ignore that for time being. Otherwise, I won't be able to cover many questions which is sitting at the bottom. Manish is saying, I got my COS in October 2022 as a Python developer. I'm switching to a new employer in August with same role. Also, code was changed from 2136 to 2134 for software developer. Will new salary apply to me?
No, you will be up. The lower going rate will be applied to you, not the new one, because you already got your visa in 2022.
Thanks, Amil. Norman is saying, hi, Amil, was there any update on people already on sponsored visa? Will they get ILR? There's no update on it, and hence moving to the next one because we took discussion. Parvez is asking, I'm on skilled worker visa and been working before 4th of April 2024. At the time of ILA, what's the salary threshold I need to meet? Should it be based on the going rate in table one? We already took discussion.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Diana is saying, hi, if the business is not successful, you can extend it for another 3 years. I don't understand this.
If your business is capable enough of giving you the salary, then why not?
Okay, I don't understand this question. Okay, Gitanjali is saying I'm on skilled worker visa and renewable will be in May 2026. Okay, can I do this year? Ooh. To remain qualified due to changes in salary is very high.
So if you're a new entrant right now, you can do it right now if you're on PSW. But if you're already on a skilled worker visa, as you said, then 31,300 is not for you. We have to see specific job code and specific going rate we have at that point of time. So I said, not as I said earlier, do not push the panic button and wait because it's almost 1 year to go for your renewal.
Yeah, thank you. Moving to Yashwant. Yashwant is saying my company is ready to sponsor me under the new entrant route. So once I receive the CUS before 22nd July, I mean, can I drop my visa later with dependents
Yeah.
and what about extension later on?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You can get your COS assigned before 22nd of July, and you can put your start date within 3 months or whatever is happening along with your dependent. That's not a problem, and you'll be okay for the extension till now until the transitional arrangement is in place.
Thank you. Moving to Geeta. Geeta is saying me skilled worker वीजा में आई हूँ मेरी कंपनी का स्पॉन्सर लाइसेंस कैंसिल हो गया ओके आफ्टर 22nd जुलाई कैन आई स्विच माय वीजा on those job are removed in list which are removed on the list.
अगर आपका हाय गीता, अगर आपका स्पॉन्सर लाइसेंस कैंसिल हो गया सो ऑब्वियसली मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा आप अभी स्किल वर्कर वीजा पे एक्चुअली हो नहीं, आपको कभी भी कर्टेलमेंट लेटर आ सकता है। सो अगर आपको सीओएस लेटर मिलता है बिफोर 22nd तो आप कर सकते हो, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे हमें ये नहीं पता कि आपका एग्जैक्ट रोल क्या है। सो आई थिंक आप अगर स्पेसिफिकली बताओगे तो बेटर होगा।
Okay. And guys, by the way, if you want to reach out to Amil for any kind of legal consultation or help needed due to all these changes, you can reach out to Amil. I'll provide his link, or you can also email us at ykb@mac25.co.uk. I know he's getting tons and tons of email. He's not able to manage his email, but there's also a booking link. If you want to speak to Amil as well, you can book his time and ask your questions. And if at all you are in the process of applying or renewing your COS, if you want to do it very quickly before 22nd of July as well, Amil is quite busy doing and helping others. You can take his help. So go ahead and do that if you need. Okay. Moving to the next question, Tumbi is saying, do I need a visa decision before 22nd of July if my job is on 111 list that's being removed, or is it enough to get a CUS before 22nd of July and apply for the visa within its 3 month validity of CUS?
Hi, Tumbi in UK. Just get your COS assigned. That is really very important. Once it's assigned, then you'll be able to apply once the 22nd July passes on as well.
Yeah, thank you. Moving to the next one from D. Verma is saying, when someone wants to renew their visa next Jan in same organization but different eligible job role, what salary will they be needing as threshold? Old rules will apply then or new?
One thing we need to remember that what happened in April 2024, the people who applied for the visa, even the before what happened in April 2024, they were allowed to go for the lower going rate. But that lower going rate also increased a bit. So when I'm talking about lower going rate on 22nd of July 2025, whatever role we have right now, whatever the going rate we have, it will also increase, but it would be lower as compared to the new salary list. So remember that when I say lower going rate, it's not exactly the same salary right now. They have, amended it as per the national minimum wage and stuff like that after consulting with ONS, but it would be lower as compared to the new salary list. So that's what you need to understand.
And so, irrespective of whether he's changing his job code or not, he will fall under the old rule, and because of the old rule, the lower salary rate applies to
Exactly.
him. Okay. I hope this is clear, D. Verma. Okay, moving to Roshan. Roshan is saying if a person applies for a skilled worker visa after 22nd July with a job listed on the TSL, can they apply for the dependents who are already in the UK? I think I have already covered in my last video. If that depends on your job code, if you and whether the RQF level it is between 3 to 5, you cannot bring your dependent. If it is RQF level 6, you can bring your dependent. I hope I'm right, Aman.
Exactly right. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so moving to more questions. Again, I have not read any of the questions. Let's see. I think we have already taken this question, right? Or no? Isaac? My salary threshold is increasing from 29K to 3100 post 22nd of July. Is it true that if I get my COs before 22nd of July, but use it to apply within 3 months in the future, the existing salary will apply?
Exactly. You're right.
Correct.
Yes.
Johnson is saying, hi, I got a skilled worker visa on program and software developer in 2022 August. If I need to renew my visa after 2025 July 2022, do I need to meet the new salary threshold? We have already discussed this.
New lower going rate, Johnson. New lower going rate.
Yeah, so we already discussed now. So many people, I think many people are already on skill visa who are already worried about extension. I think I already got a topic then for you. We'll talk about skill visa extension, the rules, and explain more detail. Looks like that's a misunderstanding or people are worried about it. So we can cover that in little detail.
Right.
We already took your question, right, D. Verma? Moving to Ayubami. I'm currently studying MSc Construction Management in the UK and I will graduate in Jan 2026. Okay, congratulations. Vishal is saying working in a presidential care home worker as an adult care worker. Can I get 6131 job code? That depends on your employer, what job you're doing and what
Exactly.
job they will do. That is nothing for Amil to decide or say. Yeah. Okay. Moving to the next question from Chitu. Chitu is saying, I came here as a student and completed my degree, then got sponsorship and care visa. Now care visa is closed for overseas. How will it affect my extension as I got my visa when I was in the UK already?
It won't affect your extension, Chitu. Until 2028, you will be fine to be in the UK and you'll be able to extend, bring your dependents if you got your visa before April 2024.
Okay, गीता सिंह जो रिमूव लिस्ट हुआ उसमें वीजा स्विच करवा करवा सकते हैं आफ्टर 22nd जुलाई नो आंसर इज सिंपली नो Saini saying, I'm asking, I don't know what you're asking. There's nothing after that. Sherin is saying, hi, are all jobs on in TSL under RQF level 3 and 5? No, there are also jobs RQF level 6 and RQF level 6 people can bring dependent. Only difference is RQF level 3 to 5 cannot bring dependent. Moving to the next one from HV. HV is saying, hello, years covered in ICT Global Mobility Visa for child dependent who came at age of 10 years. Is the tenure accountable for settlement in 5 to 7 years, or it would need to be 10 year for long residence?
I need to read that question again. I'm sorry.
So he is on the old name was ICT visa, intra
Okay,
company.
okay. Intra-company transfer. Okay.
So in that visa you cannot settle, right? So
Exactly.
he's
So
there with a
it's
child
as
and
simple as that. Yes. There is no settlement allowed in ICT until and unless you switch to any other specific category which is allowed for settlement in the UK.
no, but he's asking, he got a child dependent, and there's a rule that if you have a child, if a child
For
lives here in
7 years.
7 years under private life, you can apply for. So he's asking, or it would need to be 10 year for long residence. I don't know. So basically, 7 years rule. He can, from what I understand, he can is eligible and he
Exactly.
can for that.
Exactly. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Still, you can email us at ykb@mac25.co.uk.
Yeah, Vishal is asking, thanks. Moving to the next question, Vishal saying, working in, okay, we already took his question. Okay, I have to move really fast, guys. Renego is saying, my husband is on skilled worker visa from April 2024. Can he now do supplementary work in warehouse?
Yeah, he can work as a warehouse manager. Yes, he can for 20 hours a week. But warehouse manager.
Okay. Moving to rides. He's saying job code pre-April
Pre
2025 was one of the UK's most common 2135 IT business analysts as per SOC 2020. Same job is 2133. Okay. Does that count as job code change during my visa renewal? Can renew still old threshold? We talked
See,
about
what you need to understand, it impacts a category. So you are not out of the job code or anything like that. You have been continuously in the UK on a skilled worker visa, but the job codes have changed, so nothing would change or nothing would impact your extension or your ILR. So don't worry about it. So can renew still old threshold, new lower going rate, my friend, new lower going rate.
You know what? I have made a note that I have to make a video on this topic because the number of questions that are coming my way, our way, I feel like there may be more people who want to know about it who are not watching
Definitely.
this. Maybe that's a confusion there. I hope that answers your question. Moving to Vetsal, I'm working in hospitality sector and job code is da da da. It's not salary list. Is it possible that can still apply to different code in the same hospitality?
Yeah, I think this is my favorite question because a lot of my restaurants, hospitality, and catering clients are telling me that they won't be able to run their business if they don't have any migrant workers coming to work from them. So if you can get it before 22nd of July, I think that would be great. But as far as the hospitality is concerned, there are a few job roles. I think me and Sarika will definitely make a video on that and we'll touch this topic as well as far as the hospitality is concerned.
I'll take a screenshot right away. There was a Phuket. Okay, thank you. Shrikala is saying thanks. Thank you. Guys, I hope you are giving a thumbs up or thank you so that we know we are answering your question. At least give a like to the video so we'll understand we have taken your question. And of course, I don't want to disappoint you guys. And I still see many questions. I'm still at 6:15 p.m. question from Kanchan, and I don't know how many more are being posted. So going through Kanchan's question, I came as a student September 2024. So the new rule for of skilled worker visa sponsorship will apply for us when we go for job after completing in September 2025. Yes, my dear, because you are still not on skilled visa, you are still on student visa. So whatever is the new rule, minimum threshold, of course you'll get a new entrant. Then yes, new rules. Rahul is saying, I'm working as a restaurant manager and I'm on skilled worker visa. I completed my 3 years. Can I bring my kid and mother now? Kid's mother or your mother? My mother will get tourist visa or dependent visa. Your mother can come anytime on tourist visa. There's no problem at all. But your dependent can be only your partner or your children. So what is the question? So yeah, I think so. Is there anything to add?
No, I think initially also he meant his own mother, but as Sarika rightly said, you can get your child or you can get your wife, your child under 18, of course. You can get them on a dependent visa. That's not a problem.
Okay, moving to. I think I have taken D Verma's question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have taken this question. Moving to Hifza. I meant to ask if the supplementary job isn't on the TSL and if it's under RQ6.
So it has to be a skilled job, Hifsa. It is very important to understand it has to be on some table that they are allowed to do it because see, there are so many jobs which was in the previous statement of changes in April 2024, like cleaners and receptionists and delivery drivers and all those sorts of things where you're not allowed to do, but there has to be some skilled work even if it's below RQF level 6. That's not a problem.
Okay, let's move to next question. Akash is saying, what about self sponsorship in the food business? It's
Yeah,
possible. Not.
still possible, still possible. There are loads of things to do. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And maybe if you want, you can get in touch with Amil if you need any legal support. Moving to Joseph, he's saying, hello, will the new threshold affect people who are already in skilled worker visa? I need to renew my visa. We already talked about in depth today. So I think that answers your question already. Moving to Swapnil, I'm on PSW now and I have 18 months left to expire it. Before it expired, can I apply for jobs from TSL list, including 6135, 63? You can apply for any job on PSW. That doesn't really matter. This will
Exactly.
matter only when you apply for a skill visa. Then it's seen whether that job is eligible for skill visa or not, and what category, which list it falls. So no problem to you. You can apply anything. Sunil is saying, is there any updates on teaching jobs? My school is ready to issue CUS next week. Job code is 61.
If
Any
it's next week, then do it. That's not a problem.
next week, go for it. There's no problem at all. So
Let
yes.
me know, Sunil, if you need visa assistance.
Okay. Yeah. Sunil, you can reach out to Amil and the team.
Hi, Shivani.
Shivani. Okay, moving to next question, which is from Firoz saying, which process is the last process in applying for 6131 before 22nd July? What do you mean last process in applying?
Last
Once,
process, visa process.
yeah, the moment you get a CUS, you can apply for your visa the same day. Either you apply or employers apply for you, and job done. Moving to Prakhar is saying, will this affect data analyst job as an entrant? I'm thinking of moving as an entry level data. I don't understand your question. Again, if you're on PSW, no impact. If you're applying for a skill visa, now data analyst from 22nd of July is in temporary list. So of course you can still apply, and if employer is ready to give you sponsor, there's no problem at all. Moving to next question, Geeta is saying remove list है उसमें after 22nd जुलाई के बाद वीजा स्विच करवा सकते हैं.
नहीं.
भगवान नहीं है आमिर. और सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते, जो लीगल है वो कर सकते हैं, तो लीगल काम करवा लो गीता, है ना? So yes, you reach out to him for legal work only. Bhakti is saying I'm on a graduate visa. Will the rule of 22nd July applicable on graduate visa holder if they change to skilled worker visa under 111 jobs? I don't know what is 111 jobs. Is it the jobs which are removed, you mean?
Yeah. She's talking about that. So if you do it before 22nd, you'll be fine, Bhakti. Don't worry.
Yeah. So in summary, anybody who's able to manage your COS before 22nd of July, do it. Do not even waste a single time. That is the message, I believe. Neetu is saying, what are the changes in the teaching sector? Has it had a significant impact? I don't remember about teaching sector. Is it?
Yeah, honestly, I also need to have a look, Neetu. I also need to have a look because teaching sector is the one which comprises a very small percentage as far as the skill jobs are concerned. But yeah, we'll let you know maybe in the video or something. Yeah.
Also, you can check my last video. I have shared you the temporary list. I have also shared you the new list. So you can check what is there or not. And of course, I don't remember at the top of my head whether teachers are removed. I don't remember. Yeah, I cannot comment on it. But yes, feel free to go through that list. Yeah. Okay, now Shweta saying got visa cyber security analyst in April 2024. Now switching job to TFL list. You can still do it. No problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. Firoz is saying which process is that? Okay, we already took that. Shweta, am I eligible to switch under old rules after 22nd July? If you're already on a current visa, like your visa was in April 2024, yes, you'll fall under the old rule. Okay, Akhil saying thanks. So at least I got 2 thanks so far. So I don't know if there are more thanks at the bottom or people are not even putting a thanks or a hand or a thumbs up. Guys, happy with the session so far? Your questions answered? No, yes, I don't know. How's the team feeling? But let me quickly now move to other questions. There are many questions which we have not taken yet, and it's already 6:46. Okay, we took this question. Going to the next question. Kripanshu is saying, I got my tier 2 visa in April. I would like to understand when I apply to extend my visa and introduce, I need to meet the salary. We talked about it. I believe if you are still tuned, you know the answer, right? Moving to Praveen, I'm on skill visa. RQ3, does the dependent need to do language test?
Not yet. Not yet. We don't know how it's gonna impact but it's really coming very, very soon, I believe. Very soon.
Okay, good, thanks. Alan is saying, could you please clarify whether I would be considered a new entrant? I'm coming to the UK for my master's this September. I'd like to know if I fall under the new entrant status. Yes, you will be, if when you apply for your skill visa, given that if your last visa is either a student visa or a graduate visa, you will be considered as a new entrant.
But by the time Alan completes his studies, we don't know what the new rules are going to be. So
yeah, true. Sorry. Yes. So as of today, yes,
yeah,
you will be considered. We
we
never
have to
know.
safeguard ourselves, Sarika.
Yeah. Correct. Thanks for correcting me. Okay, moving to Swami Nathan. He's saying, good evening, Sarika and Mohammed. Will a person would be eligible for ILR after staying in the UK for 7 years in Tier 2 ICT, came back within 180 days applying a student visa and thereafter PSW?
So as far as ICT is concerned, good evening, Swaminathan. But you won't be eligible for settlement. And I don't know what do you meant by student in PSW.
I
So
will
even
explain.
if it could be eligible if you apply for a skilled worker visa after your PSW finishes.
No, Amel, I don't think he asked that. What he's saying that he was in the UK for 7 years on ICT visa. Okay. Then he went back. Then he came back within 180 days. Now he applied or is applying a student visa. So 1 year student visa and 2 years
Okay.
of PSW. So total 10 years. So on a 10-year route, he's saying, will he be eligible given that he came back to the UK?
Exactly, within 180 days. So let's do one thing. I'll suggest you something, Mr. Swaminathan. If you can exactly give us your brief immigration history in the email from the time you came in, what role did you did, and all those things till now, we have to calculate everything. We have to book a consultation, and then I can obviously help you out with that. Because this is a very descriptive question. I need to understand your situation before actually giving you a right answer.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So D Verma, I have already taken your question. So moving to next one, and this question is from Viral Shots. Is saying my wife is a registered nurse and has worked in NHS for 2 years from 2021 to 2023, but due to some reason she has to return to India. But there's no question after that. Viral Shots. I can't see your follow-up question. So what is question for us? I have no idea. I can't see it. Um, okay. So I can't say it. So I'm going to move to the questions. So guys, I have already taken many questions. I'm going to see questions which are not yet answered. Harris is saying, what are the rules of asylum visa in the current 2025 bill? What are the changes that has introduced?
Nothing has been introduced about asylum visa as yet, and to be honest, we don't deal with asylum as yet. So I won't be able to give you a right frame of answer about the asylum at this point of time.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to say I just read about the changes which is planned for later in 2025. So there are four changes they had mentioned, and one of the change was future reforms to asylum and border security. I don't know what it means, but it says additional reforms to the asylum system and border security as expected later this summer, including potential new legislation. That is what I know. And for the new changes, like Amil was talking about English language requirement, it may come later this year as well.
Yeah,
And second one, next one was higher immigration skills charge and new family immigration policy framework
yeah.
introduced in Parliament. This was mentioned that these are coming later in 2025. So this is not the end based on the changes which have been announced so far. Okay, so moving to the next question, Ayo Bami is saying, I'm studying MSc Construction Management, will graduate in Jan 2026. If I can't secure a skilled worker visa before my PSW ends, can I switch to care worker visa, presently work in care home part-time?
If you get an opportunity, then why not? You can switch to care home visa. That's not a problem.
Thank you. Moving to Vijay saying, will currently studying students will affect due to the new proposal after 22nd July?
100% yes.
Yeah, because they're still not in skill visa. All the rules are on for skill visa. So when they apply, all the new rules will apply to them. Uh, for Leke saying, my employer promised to offer me COS by August. What rate would apply to me? Say, still a new entrant because my employer can't pay me 4,100, and also can a new entrant bring dependent? We already talked in short. Basically, if you
Yeah.
are on a student visa or a graduate visa, I don't know what, and if you're switching to a skill visa,
Yeah.
so if you're switching to a skill visa, of course, um, new and if you your last visa, did he say what was his last visa or something? No. Yeah, if
Yeah,
your last,
there's the thing which is incomplete, but
yeah,
obviously you'll be considered as a new entrant, but it depends what is the role, because what you need to remember, the roles in TSL are not eligible for any kind of discount. So if your role would be in TSL, you have to get the full threshold of the salary, which is 41,800 pounds.
thank you. Norman is saying, I'm coming to the UK for masters in September 2025. Intake, is it worth taking the loan and in future I get a skill visa after my PSW 2 years, 18 months? I would say let's have a discussion about it. I need to see your profile, what you have done, what kind of experience you have, and what masters are you doing in the UK. Just doing another simple master without any kind of niche may not add too much value, but let's discuss about it when you book my call. We have taken this question already. I think Gitanjali's question as well we have taken, uh, right? So Gitanjali, okay, I think Gitanjali and D Verma they are putting the same question again. Okay, guys, I have already taken your question, D Verma and Gitanjali. HB saying, if skilled worker visa extension is due on 25th of October 2025, okay. By when can the extensions done ahead of time to benefit only 9K instead of 31.3K?
So at the end of the, what you need to remember when you issue the COS, let's say even if the COS is issued before 22nd of July, 25th of October is still not within the range of 3 months. So what you need to remember is if, and exactly we need to know your role as well, because whether you're in care role or what exact role you're talking about. So I think we need to understand the entire question in detail to give you the answer.
Okay. Moving to the next one. The next question is from, no, we have taken the Burma. Habib saying, I've done masters in UK and currently on skilled worker visa with SOC code 3132, which I don't know what it is. I'm planning to bring my dependent. Can I do that after 22nd of July? If you're currently already on a skilled visa, only the carer and senior carers cannot bring it. So if you're already, you can definitely bring your dependent. No problem at all. Right. Okay, I think we have taken question from viral shots. This is a full sentence. My wife is RN. She worked in NHS after which she returned to India. Now we are planning to move over to UK together. So is dependent visa still available for nurses? Yes, for nurses it was never stopped.
Exactly. Those are only for care workers, 6135 and 6136.
Okay, now Sisindhar is saying, shall I apply for a visa if I get 613 CUS code before 22nd July? Is it valid or 613 is removed from list?
Before 22nd, nothing is removed. So you can apply if you want.
Okay, Shivani is saying, I'm on a PSW. I have CUS available for 6131, but my company is requirement agency and provide work in care home. Will my visa be granted?
Sorry, I don't understand.
If your company is ready to give you a visa, anything before 22nd July is okay. There's no changes at all. I don't remember what is 631. And after 22nd of July,
6131 is nursing auxiliaries.
okay, okay. And at the moment, no rules are changing before 22nd of July. So if your CUS is ready, is available, apply for it, and of course you can have your dependents as well with you. Okay, now moving to a question. Let me see. I think we have taken this question as well. Let me quickly read. Navrata saying, I have questions. Students for masters come in this September 2025. They can extend their my visa after PSW. What visa? What do you mean by that? You can apply for your PSW, and then if you get your skill visa, you can apply for your skill visa. We talked about the salary threshold, so I'm not going to take it. Given that we are left with only 4 minutes, I have no idea how will I cover so many questions. And I'm also tired of talking. So Jivan is saying, what if I receive a CVS after 22nd of July for a job role in TSL? Would I be able to get a visa for 5 years, or will it be only till 2026?
Good question. Yes, your sponsor can obviously put the start date and end date for like 5 years, but it will be reviewed in 2026. So we have to wait and watch whether it will be taken off, whether it's still going to be there.
Okay, thank you. Kamal is asking, I don't know, Amil, can you do any magic here? Employers ready to sponsor, but they don't have the license. Can it be done quickly, get a license, and also apply for a COS? Any magic can you do?
Actually, I started one case like that today. The company is really good, and if everything goes well, some company get the license within 2 days as well. Why not? Let's try and see.
Okay, Kamal, so you know where to reach, right? Okay, for guys, with 3 minutes left, I don't know how many more questions I can take, but of course, you can reach out to Amil already at ykb@mac25.co.uk. And also, if you want to book his consultation, given that he's getting tons and tons of emails from my audience, I don't think he'll be able to reply to all emails
Yeah.
individually. So, the best, if you want to grab his attention, get into a call, get into a consultation call, and discuss your case. And case like Kamal, I think you should do it right now.
Yeah, I'll just suggest people, before we wrap up or before we take any question, you can obviously reach out to us on email, but obviously I got more than 100 emails for like 2 line sentences. So if it is like 2 line sentences like that, even me, my team cannot get back to each and every one of you. So I guess if you have got a case, then definitely, as Sarika rightly said, book a consultation and then we can definitely take it from there and discuss in detail.
when I cannot manage my emails, the amount of emails I'm getting and the messages, when I cannot manage it, so I can understand you. Okay, so I tell people I just don't have the bandwidth to read all my emails or even the comments. I just don't have, so the best to discuss anything is a book a meeting. Okay, so I can see there are a lot of repeated question as well, and we have covered a lot today in terms of. And the theme that I saw was people who are worried about switching, people who are on a skill visa. So I think Amil, we need to do a detailed video on it, so
Yeah.
that's going to help people. And what was the other thing on? Temporary less people are worried about what jobs they can bring dependent versus not. If by that time we can identify RQF level 3 to 5 versus RQF level 6, maybe we
Exactly.
do that exercise and share with people so that they get a peace of mind. I think that will be the thing. Captain America is saying, is new entrant, sorry, I saw that at the bottom. A new entrant discount available on TSL list job.
Unfortunately, not my friend. No,
Okay, I thought it is, no?
no. They've strictly said no dependents, no discounts, not even discounts on visa application, guys. Okay, remember that.
Oh, yes, 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 I forgot about it. Correct. Hmm. But this is about discount on a new entrant. So he means in the salary, right? So,
Yeah.
okay.
No visa discounts, no salary discounts on TSL jobs.
So this is the visa threshold, yeah, from for people from post April 25 applicants. This is what it will be. Um, yeah, 20, it's increasing for new entrant. So this is the salary discount. I mean, from 30,960, it is increasing to 33,400, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And what we are saying is, in the existing immigration salary list, of course, employers were getting discounted hiring people because of some salary discount or visa fee discount. But
Right.
if your job is in TSL, you won't be getting any salary or visa fee discount. Yeah. Okay. So on that note, I'm going to say thank you, Amil. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap today's video? Um, um, oh, just once again, Prosenjit, I think software engineer job is already on a skilled worker job. It is
Yeah.
not removed.
On RQF level 6, you'll be fine even before and after.
Yeah, yeah, I have already checked that. That I remember for sure. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry I couldn't take all the question. And given that Amil's diary is pretty busy, he managed to take out time 1 hour for my audience. I would like to say thanks to Amil. If you guys have any questions, once the live ends, it will be uploaded on my YouTube. Please copy paste your question. Do not let all these questions go. Just paste it there, because the next video which I'm going to make is I'm going to read questions and take some inspiration and make. So for example, one idea I've already got about the switching of skill visa or renewing it. If I see a common theme where are dedicated videos needed, I'm going to do that video with Amil. And then also I'm going to request Amil maybe offline to see if we can do a more session maybe for Instagram users. So if anybody who's connected here on Instagram and if your questions are not answered, maybe stay tuned on Instagram as well. So anything you want to say, Amil, before we wrap to this video?
Nothing, obviously it's too early, and I understand that everybody would be in a panic kind of a situation, and you guys should be, because I understand it depends on the future and career, everything is on stake. But there are certain situations that in which you do not need to push the panic button. You need to breathe, relax, and understand that what situation you are into, rather than just completely switching into some other jobs, thinking about whether I'll be able to bring my dependents, because there are so many calls which I'm getting, and they are interconnecting two three kind of different visa applications like partner visa, dependent visa, and TSL. So I think I'm getting quite a lot weird kinds of questions because of the awareness. So if you're not aware about certain things, definitely reach out to us. We can definitely have more sessions in the future coming, because we also need to have more information from the home office side. We also need to be clear about certain things as well. We are still going through, there are so many things to get into it as well. We are wrapping our heads around it, and definitely will come back with a lot more information, more clearer information. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining today on Saturday evening.
Thank you, Amil. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Amil, if you want, you can just leave. I'll take just a couple of more questions. It's simple things. and I'll just wrap up after closing one, two more questions. Thank you, Amal. Thanks for
Thank you,
joining.
guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Sarika. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Kapil, so again, your question is not clear. You're saying you are here on a placement here. So what is your question? You're not still on skill visa. You have to apply for a skill visa, and whatever the rule is of skill visa at that time, that will be applied to you. I see you're pasting your questions and again, but I don't know what you want to ask. It's not very clear. And Jewel, I have made a note about your question. Yes, I have done a video already on TSL. I don't know if you watched it, but I think I will have to do more videos when we can segregate RQF level 4, 5, 6 jobs so that it's more clearer to you guys. Okay. I'm going to see if there's any question that I can see. We have taken Aditya your question. We talked about it already. If current sponsored employees, you can switch to any code. If that code is not available, you need to. I think you fall under the old rule. So whatever was the old rule, you fall under that. So the new rule doesn't apply to you. I think because those questions are at the bottom, I've taken couple you have pasted your question so many times. We talked about Sheikh. We have talked about the 10-year rule. No information at all. Um, uh, Foreign is saying, I have done masters in UK and I'm a skilled worker visa, job code this with salary due and renewal in Jan 26. If I want to continue with the same salary, what should I do? You will fall under the old rule because you're renewing your visa, and like Amel mentioned, you'll fall under the lower salary threshold. Okay, so you will have to follow that table at the time of renewal, and your employer will help you. I don't think you need to worry about it now. Okay, I think I'm just scanning very quickly. Okay, Namita is saying, please do a video for the current PSW visa holder. Oh, who means what? I don't know. But what do you want me to cover? There's no change for PSW holder. It's all about the switching to a skill visa when you get a switch visa, a skill visa. That is what the new rule is. There's no change to PSW at all. It's still the same. Okay, guys, I think I had managed to take at least most of the question. I'm sure 80 to 90% I have covered. I'm scrolling my screen and I can see all repeated question which we have already taken before. And I don't think so there are any more questions. But again, I'm going to post the slide now. Make sure you leave your questions so that we can do another detailed video or a live session. So if you guys are not connected with me on Instagram, please do, because I will be doing a session. I'll ask Amil when is he's free, maybe tomorrow or next week sometime. I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining, and please do not panic. Just be aware of the changes, and if you require any help, you can take from Amil. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.